We good. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Chop Shop. We're here with you guys tonight for Extreme Rules predictions. Got two guests with me. Let them introduce themselves, even though the guy next to me doesn't really need no introduction. But go ahead, bro.
Narcolepsy Boy 94 Malik back here on the Chop Shop, man, giving it some more predictions for tonight. So I did my predictions yesterday, but we're gonna run through them again today. So appreciate you having me on, brother.
Of course, bro.
Oh, that's me.
Hmm?
I'm Fly Guy, aka Molly Savito. Here to give my predictions, my honest opinions on tonight, and it's a great honor to be with Axel and Narcolepsy Boy. So thank you for having me. So
Of
excited
course,
to be
bro.
here.
Of course, bro. Like I said, if you guys don't notice, this is one of the guys in the pictures with me that I had one of the greatest SmackDown experiences, wrestling experiences. Had to have him on the Chop Shop. So, speaking of Friday Night SmackDown, let's just start it off with that match. Let's get Brawling Brutes versus Imperium. Malik, who you got?
I'm still going with Imperium. I mean, I made my
Oh yeah,
prediction.
real quick. Did you do your predictions before SmackDown?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay. So go
I
ahead.
did my predictions before SmackDown, before I knew the outcome of what the IC title match was going to be. I'm still gonna say Imperium. I mean, Brawling Brutes could possibly win now after how they ended yesterday. But I'm still gonna say probably Imperium. I think that they're probably gonna get pushed to be a pretty good, solid faction on SmackDown, and I think Gunther is somebody that Triple H is going to invest in the future to be a top star for the company, maybe world champion down the road.
All right.
Not gonna switch. I'm still gonna say Imperium. Imperium wins.
All right. Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna say the Brawling Brutes. I might be a little biased because I'm low key upset that he didn't win the IC title last night, but I think that it's been a while since we've seen a title on Sheamus. I think he deserves like the push. And I feel like they're not going to let the Brawling Brutes lose, especially after what happened last night. So I definitely think there's more storytelling to do here. So I definitely think the Brawling Brutes are going to come out with the dub on Imperium today.
I'm gonna be honest. My predictions, some of them are gonna be a little biased today, and this one's gonna be a little biased. I'm gonna go with the Brawling Brutes, man. Come on, man. Seamus put me on his Twitter, bro. Like, come on. He put
Oh, yeah,
you in there too, bro. Like, but nah, seriously though, the way it ended, it's got to be the Brawling Brutes. I see what you mean, Malik, about Imperium, but I feel like they could take probably one loss, and then maybe they beat them again, and maybe that's what probably. Because I don't know, like they.
I don't know. I think Imperium about to get the big push, man. That they're getting the big push. Well, more so Gunther than anybody, but.
So my question to you then is: so after this, where do you see it going? Like between the Brawling Brutes and Imperium, if they do win this match?
Probably Sheamus will get maybe one more match, and I think Sheamus probably will take the title from Gunther, and then Gunther moves up to the world title scene, or he continues to get elevated without the title. I mean, Sheamus could win the title. You know, you could do things with Sheamus with the IC title, and Gunther could feud with maybe Drew McIntyre or something. You know, he can move up to world champion main event guys. So I think that's probably what I would see. It's kind of tough to say though because Roman still got both titles, so it's like I'm not sure. And plus, I've heard rumors that they may do a draft, so I don't know if they're gonna do that. So if they do a draft,
yeah, I've heard that too.
maybe Gunther goes to Raw and does stuff over there. I don't know, but I don't know, man. I just feel I wasn't too sold on Gunther getting pushed in the beginning because Vince was still in charge. I wasn't sure if he was going to push him like that because you just never know with Vince. But Triple H is in charge now. He obviously likes Gunther. I mean, he pushed him pretty good in NXT UK. He was champion for like 2 years over there. So I definitely think he's somebody that's gonna be a top guy for the WWE in the future. Just kind of slowly trying to transcend him into that spot. But I just feel like Imperium is just gonna take this dub. I'm not saying Gunther will pin Sheamus again. Maybe like I don't know, Ridge takes the pin or something like that, or Butch, Pete Dunne, one of those guys takes the pin. I'm sure Sheamus will probably get a rematch for the IC title because how that ended. But I just feel like Imperium is going to continue to get the little strong push here.
I can see it. That's now I see what you mean, bro. But I'm still going with the Brawling Brutes. Like after last night, Sheamus they need to give that man, man. He tapped, bro. He tapped.
He did tap. Like,
Technically,
Bruh,
though, so like the rule, I didn't even know this, but like the rule is like he only tapped twice. So like 3 taps is an actual tap out. So like technically he
I
did.
Yeah.
thought it was 3
But
though.
if you went on
Two.
Twitter, bro, so many people were putting gifs of like different scenarios where other people like tapped once.
Oh, I know. Trust
And
me. I
then,
was.
so it's like, so when did this rule start? Like,
That's when I listened, bro, because Lewis is the one that brought it up in the chat, and I was like, when has that ever been a rule? Like, never. I've been watching wrestling for a long time. I've never heard that rule ever in my life. Like, never once heard that rule. So it's like, it's kind of like with the NFL situation. Like, I was watching the Bengals and Steelers game, and like the one dude fumbled, and they recovered the ball, but they changed the rule. So like, if you fumble the ball, it has to be recovered by the person who made the fumble or something like that. Like, it didn't count. Like, when has that ever been a rule? It's never been a rule. Like, you fumble the ball,
Yep.
somebody gets, whatever team gets it, gets the ball. Like, never been a rule like that. So I guess maybe the tap out 3 times is an actual rule. I never knew about that, because to me a tap out is a tap out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in UFC, you tap out once, it's over. You know what I mean? Like, it's done. So
that's
it's like,
that's a tap.
maybe it's probably part of the storyline, though. I said on my TikTok, I think it's part of the story they're telling. Like, they'll probably use that rule. Like, I only hit the mat twice, so like I didn't tap the thing. And that's why I think Sheamus will get a rematch for the title again, and Sheamus may take the title the 3rd time.
I feel like if they get a rematch, they're gonna add some sort of stipulation this time.
Yeah, it'll be like in a cage.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
yeah. Somebody was. I saw it on Instagram. They said Hell in a Cell.
Oh,
Because it's just too coincidental. I think it's just too coincidental not to be a part of the story, because it's not one of the scenarios where like the referee was knocked out and somebody tapped and you didn't see it. Like, the ref was right there in front of it. You saw him hit the mat, and then Gunther went on to cheat when he used the shillelagh to beat Sheamus. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think it's part of the story.
All right. So let's go with this one next, because this will kind of go into part of what everybody's really waiting for tonight, and we'll start with Malik. Edge versus Finn Balor in an I Quit match. First question: do you see this being where Bray Wyatt or anything with the White Rabbit goes on? And who do you have?
It depends on what the main event is. If this is the main event, then yes, I think this will play into some White Rabbit scenarios. I'm not sure if this will be the main event or not. I got Finn Balor, though. I think Finn Balor is going to win. I think he's finally going to get the push that people have been waiting him to get because of who's in charge now. We saw how great Triple H used him in NXT. I think Edge is going to lose and try to help put Judgment Day over as a group, because if this is the only person on the card that I think would hurt a lot if they lost. Finn Balor losing, I think, would hurt tremendously. What was the point of Judgment Day kicking out Edge and bringing Finn Balor in if he's not going to get Edge? So I don't think Edge will quit, like, just to quit. I think it'll come down to something where he's forced to quit. Maybe like Beth Phoenix is there and like the Judgment Day is like doing something to her where he has to quit to save her, or something will come down to like Edge like he's like forced to quit. Like, he doesn't have any other option to. Like, it's going to have to – he either quits or something bad's going to happen. So I don't think he's just going to quit just to quit. Something will happen where the odds will be stacked against him. Maybe AJ Styles plays a heel role and turns heel. That could play a factor. Me personally, I still want Rey Mysterio to turn heel and join the Judgment Day. That's what I kind of want to see, but I don't know if that will happen. We've never seen heel Rey in WWE. I don't see him fighting his son either as far as his character. So I kind of wish he would kind of embrace the dark side and turn heel and join the Judgment Day with his son. I don't think that will happen. I would prefer that more than AJ Styles, and that would bring more shock value, because Rey Mysterio, like I say, he's never been a bad guy in WWE. So he's at the end of his career too, and he's not really in the world title picture anymore. So I don't think it would hurt him at all. But I'm gonna say Finn Balor wins. I think he has to get this win. I think if there's anybody on the card that really needs a win, it's him.
Go ahead, bro. Same questions for you. Do you think this has anything to do with the White Rabbit? And who do you have?
So first I gotta say I agree 100% with Narcolepsy Boy. I feel like it depends. It comes down to like whether it's the main event or not, because I feel like the White Rabbit, I feel like that's gonna be something they will show during the main event. So definitely, if this is the main event, definitely agree that something with the White Rabbit will show up. And first, like, I've loved Finn Balor since his early NXT days, and I've been so upset like when his push doesn't go well, when he hasn't got the push he deserves on the main roster. So I love Edge, always loved Edge, but I would definitely see Finn Balor taking the win. And Malik said, I don't think Edge is just gonna purely say, "Oh, I quit," because to be honest, I can't really see Edge saying "I quit" right now. So I definitely think it's like either Rhea's gonna like attack Beth, or like he said, AJ Styles might come out and they're just gonna overwhelm the heck out of him and just like brutally like beat him down where he's literally forced to. But I feel like this is gonna be like the match of the night because I definitely think 100% Balor needs the push. Like I feel like the fans have wanted it for a very, very long time since he had to drop the Universal Championship. So I definitely think that he needs the win tonight. Because like Malik said, what's the point of kicking Edge out of Judgment Day if you're not gonna make any progress? So I feel like a win tonight over Edge, because think of the bragging rights. We made Edge say "I quit." Like I feel like that'll put the Judgment Day right where they need to be. So I definitely got Finn Balor tonight. So
I'm also gonna have to agree with Malik because I've been saying it. That if the White Rabbit has anything to do with Extreme Rules, whatever the main event is, that's more than likely where that stuff will happen. As far as the Edge and Finn Balor stuff, I got Finn Balor as well. Like Malik said, what would be the point? It would almost be as close, like not as close because that was just terrible. But it would be like, with John Cena and the Nexus, doing all that work just to bury them. And like also Malik said, it's kind of hard to also believe though that Edge saying "I quit." That's going to be the part that, because if you remember, Jimmy and no, not Jimmy, Jay and Roman's "I quit" match.
Yeah, no, so yeah.
Yeah, did Jay say "I quit"?
Yeah, he had to because Roman was
because he did the thing, right? I feel like that's gonna they're gonna have to do something like that for Edge to really like quit, bro. Because I just don't see it. Because even with an "I quit" match, I don't want it to end as he couldn't even respond, so the match is over. Then there was no point in an "I quit" match. Could have just been a last man standing match.
And I feel like it won't hurt Edge too if he loses that much.
I mean, that's why Edge came back. Let's be honest. He doesn't. I mean, I'm pretty sure he would want that one last title run, but he really wanted to do the young talent. I mean, you saw it when he came back and he went to freaking NXT trying to pretend like he was going to go for the NXT championship. And it's like, but yeah, I got Finn.
He's pretty much worked with all the young, well, not the young talent, but he's worked with all the Roman. He's worked with Seth. He's worked with all the guys who are top right now. So he's trying to.
And the faction that he helped created is now being ran by NXT people.
I mean, I can see Edge quitting. I just feel like he's not going, just because he's a baby face, he's not going to quit the natural way like a heel would. You know what I mean? I just feel like the odds would be stacked against him. Like I wouldn't be too, shocked if he did quit randomly, because he's not. Edge isn't like John Cena for me. Like I never understood why they put John Cena in like "I quit" matches, because he's not quitting. Like it's just not believable. And it goes against everything that the John Cena character stands for. Like he literally comes out and tells people to never give up and don't quit. And like, I'm losing "I quit" matches. It makes him look like a hypocrite at the end of the day if he quit. So like, exactly. John Cena being in "I quit" matches, I always hated it just because you just knew he's never going to lose an "I quit" match. So it's like, okay, why is he in an "I quit" match? Like, I never understood that. But Edge is not the same. Edge is a little bit different. I know he's a babyface right now, but I definitely think it'll be a scenario where the odds are just too stacked against him, where he just has no choice but to quit. Like it's too much.
They're probably gonna throw Rey Mysterio in there somewhere and like threaten to like do something.
I definitely think like AJ might come out too. I'm kind of like torn if AJ joins Judgment Day or doesn't, because I've always wanted to see Balor and AJ together. So like I feel like if there's a chance, he might come out, might help, might take the olive branch, But
he's gonna have to find out on that one. So let's get this match out the way, because I feel like they're gonna do me. They're gonna go a way that I really don't want to go. But Liv Morgan, Ronda Rousey, Malik. What you got?
You go first. So this one for me, I don't say it's too predictable because I'm not really sure what would go down. I've liked what I've seen from Liv Morgan the past couple of weeks. The aggression that she's been showing, during her little brawls and stuff like that. She's definitely showing a lot of aggression behind her character that she could have used a while ago. I think a lot of people feel like though Liv Morgan is just a champion like during the wrong time. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
when she
I
won Money in
understand
the
that.
Bank. When she won Money in the Bank, I think it was pushed too little too early. I think they should have had her keep the briefcase and continue to push her and build her up as the Money in the Bank holder, and then have her cash in when the time was right. But they kind of made it forced, and then they did the SummerSlam match against Ronda, and people weren't really sure how that was going to go down because Liv just won the title, so people didn't see Liv losing the title so soon, but they didn't see her beating Ronda clean either because Ronda Rousey's just too credible and too believable to lose to Liv Morgan that people felt like at that time. And the match ended the way it did, and then she tapped, but she still got the 1, 2, 3, and then fans kind of started turning on a little bit because they were kind of seeing through her character a little bit, as kind of, I guess, a little bit soft or whatever, how they felt. This one, though, it's just, I can't see Ronda losing in an Extreme Rules match to Liv Morgan. It's just, I think Liv Morgan will put up a good underdog fight. I think she will bring the fight to Ronda Rousey more than people expect, and I think it'll be a back and forth combat. I think she'll earn the respect of people tonight and the respect of like Ronda Rousey, but at the end of it, I think Ronda's going to beat her and take the title back, unless we get like some type of interference, like Charlotte Flair returns and she takes out Ronda,
Mhm.
Charlotte, and Liv wins. It's the only way I can see that happening. Which I guess I wouldn't be opposed. I wouldn't be mad at that because Ronda and Charlotte still got the beef. You know, they're both 1-1. Charlotte won at WrestleMania, Ronda won at Backlash, so it makes sense. But assuming, I don't know if I'm not sold on that idea will happen. It could have happened possibly, or Shayna Baszler could also get involved as well. I know Ronda's been talking about Shayna ain't got no killer instinct no more, so maybe Shayna gets involved somehow and we see something like that. But I think tonight is going to be like Liv Morgan's coming out match of like her toughness. You know, if you look at the Triple H and Cactus Jack match at the Royal Rumble, you know, a lot of people felt like that was the match that made Triple H a superstar. Randy Orton versus Mick Foley at Backlash, you know, the shit that Mick Foley did to Randy Orton, a lot of people felt like that made Randy Orton a superstar. Even though those guys won those matches, I think this will be a different scenario where this match will, a lot of people, I think, at the end of it, will look at Liv differently, whether you like her or not. I think people will have more respect for her as a top level competitor in the women's division, and I think she'll lose, but she'll lose in like convincing fashion. Where like she put up a good fight and she laid everything out there she had to do, but she came a bit short to Ronda, which will be understandable in an Extreme Rules match. So I think Ronda wins, like I said, unless the interference happens. But I'm not sold on that happening, so I'm gonna say Ronda Rousey wins.
Before you go, bro, shout out to Unicorn Goth because since we're on Charlotte, she actually made a video and said she solved the White Rabbit thing. If you ever watch Alice in the Wonderland, the White Rabbit goes down the hole to what? The Queen, Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair's the White Rabbit.
Interesting.
Oh gosh,
but go ahead.
that'll
Bro.
be something different right there.
But I just had to throw that out because I seen that a little before the podcast and it made me laugh. I'm like, that'd be some shit.
That's different. That's different.
That would be some shit. Because like Malik said, Ronda and Charlotte not done. But go ahead, bro. Before I say mine.
Oh, all right. So this one's kind of tough because it's like, you know, like Malik said, you kind of don't see like this is Ronda Rousey we're talking about, like you kind of don't see her losing an Extreme Rules match at that. And I like Liv because I feel like I agree with what Malik said, wrong place, wrong time, but I feel like this is a time to like really push her because for a while she's been picking, popping up here, but it's like nothing's really worked. So I feel like because you know they're saying that she's the only person to pin Ronda Rousey twice, and I feel like it's going to be hard for her to pull off a win against Ronda Rousey. But I feel like it's the underdog story everybody wants to see. Like I agree with what Malik said. Like if she does lose, she's gonna go down fighting, and people are gonna respect her. But I feel I got a sliver of hope for her. So I feel that maybe she can pull it off because I've been liking the killer instinct that she's been showing lately. And like I've always told people, I was like, if you're gonna be a wrestler or in sports, entertainment, or anything like basketball, football, you always have to have a killer instinct. You have to have that switch you can turn on and off and be like, okay, it's demon time. It's time to go. So I feel like today's like where we really see what Liv Morgan is 100% made of, So, I know a lot of people are gonna go for Ronda, but I got Liv Morgan. I feel like this is her match. Today's her match that she really proves to people that she belongs at the top of the women's division, that she belongs, like that she is a champion. So like, and if she loses, then I feel like people will still respect her. Go like, okay, give her more credit. She fought her ass off in Extreme Rules match against Ronda Rousey, but I'm leaning towards her taking the dub today and proving people wrong. So I'm going with Liv in the end.
Liv about to get her ass beat. She about to get her ass beat. Oh man. And it's funny. Malik actually said it, because now, like after she did the whole through the table thing and everything, now I'm starting to believe her, but it's just a little too late. Like they took too long. Like I wanted to see that, like after that screwy finish when she tapped but got the 3 count. That's when that like. But realistically, I see Shayna coming out. Shayna's not done with this storyline. They've done good with keeping her like not in it so much, but she's still in it.
Yeah.
So but even with that, the finish for me is still kind of. No, you know what? I probably won't get this right, but I'm gonna go with Shayna interferes. It's gonna look like she's gonna go to Ronda, but remember, Ronda said you don't got that killer instinct no more. She's gonna turn around, beat the shit out. No, she's gonna turn around, beat the shit out of Liv, and then Ronda gets the dub. And then I said it already. I felt like there should have been a triple threat match between them, and I feel like that's what sets up. So with that, I'm gonna go with Ronda. If that's the way I'm going, Ronda it is. Because I don't want to see it. Like I respect the Liv fans, but it's like an Extreme Rules match. Ronda Rousey.
You got it there. Like this, it is Ronda Rousey and an Extreme Rules match. That's why it's like the odds are stacked. But I think that's like where the surprise will come if she does pull it off. Like, holy shit, she beat Ronda Rousey. Like, oh my god, she's legit.
All right, so I was kind of choosing between, but let's get it. Raw Women's Championship ladder match: Bianca Belair versus Bayley. I love this because I'm a big Bianca fan and Malik is a big Bayley fan. So Malik, is it time? Is it gonna be time? Because people should have been put respect on her. If you don't got respect on Bayley's name already, you're crazy. But is tonight the night?
I've been rocking with Bayley since NXT, bro. So I ain't never switched up. I figured at some point all of Damage Control would hold not all the titles, but they would all have titles in the group. And Dakota and Io are already tag team champions. I didn't think it would come so soon. Kind of seemed like a little bit very soon. But Bianca Belair is definitely at the top of the division. I think she's probably the best in the women's division right now. Ahead as far as everybody, she's probably number one in both divisions. I think tonight is the night, though. I think Bayley's going to win. I think Damage Control is going to get pushed legit as a group. I know they haven't done much with the tag team titles since they won them, but I think this is going to be the start. If Bayley wins tonight, this will be the start of them pushing not only the tag titles, but the group as a whole as a legit faction. Because we've never seen like a legit legendary faction in WWE like that get pushed like heavily at the top. So
especially a women's faction.
Right. So I think this is going to be the start of it. I think Bayley's going to win, and definitely won't be by herself. Damage Control will probably get involved, or maybe I even said maybe if this is the main event, maybe the White Rabbit, Alexa Bliss, or something. Maybe she's involved with that whole shit. We don't know.
That's something else.
But maybe that has a factor to play to it. I still think next year, though. I still think Bianca's going to face Charlotte at WrestleMania next year. So title or no title, that's going to be the match I think that Bianca's going to have next year. She's already faced Sasha. She's already faced Becky. The next big money match at WrestleMania would be Charlotte. So I think that's going to happen. We haven't seen that matchup happen yet. Bianca's been champion since WrestleMania. I don't think it would hurt her too much to drop the title now at this point. I'm pretty sure she could still be fine and do things without the championship. Could she possibly win still? Maybe they have Bianca win and then Bayley takes the title, maybe like Survivor Series or something, Crown Jewel, who knows? But I think I think tonight Bailey is going to win, and they're going to start the push, the legit push of Damage Control as a legit faction.
Oh, excuse me. Is that me?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah, go ahead. It's in the same rotation.
So, I have the utmost respect for Bailey. I've always liked Bailey when she was a face and even as a heel. But I love Bianca Belair, so I don't know. Like, I agree with Malik. I do see them pushing Damage Control as a top faction. I do one day see them all holding titles, but I don't know if I see it today. Like, I feel like Bianca Belair is at the top of her game right now. I feel like she's doing the best she's ever done, and it's like I really feel like she's best she's ever been. So I feel like she retains, and I feel like they'll have another match down the road. Like Malik said, like maybe Bailey takes the title off of her, at like maybe Survivor Series or something else. But I feel like today, I feel like she's definitely gonna pull off the win, and I do definitely see interference from Damage Control and Asuka, Alexa Bliss, and like maybe Alexa Bliss does, turn on Bianca, and like it's the whole White Rabbit shenanigan thing. I definitely do see a lot of interference in this match. Like I saw something online, like maybe someone from Damage Control takes the title off and just like unhooks the title and just gives it to Bailey, and she wins that way. Some type of controversy, but
Ellsworth did it for Carmella with the Money in the Bank, so they can't say it ain't possible.
Yep. So if I have to choose, I gotta go with the EST. She's on a roll. She's been on a roll. She's at the top. She's the best she's ever been, and I definitely think her title reign. I think she has more to give as Raw Women's Champion right now. So, I don't really think it'll hurt her too much if she lost right now, but I feel like she has more to give as the champ. So I'm going with the EST Bianca.
I've been thinking about this long and hard. I love both. It's like one of the things that had me going one way was maybe Sasha and Naomi returning.
Oh, I'd love that.
But I just don't see it.
That'd be sick.
Like there's nothing, because the first way I was going was like Malik said, Damage Control, all the gold. And then I could see somehow, because Alexa, and that's especially if she has something to do with the White Rabbit, Alexa and Asuka, I feel like they need to drift away from this storyline. I've always felt like they were just a backup plan because maybe stuff with Sasha and Naomi didn't go as Triple H thought it would.
Yeah.
Because I just felt like Alexa, Asuka it's random.
Right. Yeah.
So I just feel like eventually, but like I said, I'm hearing that Sasha's contract's been frozen, but
who knows?
That's what I'm saying. But it's like I'm gonna still go with what I said I was gonna go with, bro. Because I just don't see no way. They're too strong of a faction. I'm still gonna go with Bailey. It's not gonna hurt Bianca at all. She's not getting pinned. That's for one thing. Too much shenanigans could go on, like you said. One of them could take the title off and then give it to Bailey, and she wins. So it's like I just don't. Bianca been killing it, bro. Since WrestleMania, been killing it.
Yeah.
And we all know, and like we all, I think we said it earlier. There's supposedly maybe a draft. Maybe that's how they do the Bianca and Charlotte, because Charlotte may come back, feud with Ronda. Who knows? Championship right there. But Triple H isn't stupid. Like I feel like he knows what he has right now, and Damage Control is just like the pop they got at SummerSlam. It was SummerSlam, right?
Yeah, when they came out.
Like it was just. I just don't. As much as it hurts me, if Bianca wins, I mean, shit, that's good for me. But I just see there's just no way. And the way they've been making Asuka and Alexa look when they all have the 3-on-3, it's like they make them look weak. So I don't see them really helping out that much. Because go ahead, bro.
No, that's understandable. I mean, they haven't really done much as a team anyway, so
That's what I'm saying. That's what
I agree with what you said too. They just seem like a backup plan because to this whole storyline, it hasn't really seemed like they were. How do I put this? Not much of importance. Like they're just, hey, we're here.
yeah, like we're the backup.
Yeah.
But we'll see where that goes. Now it was hard for me to pick which one to talk about last, but we're gonna talk about this one next. My boy, my bro, Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins. Where you going with this, Malik? How you see it?
I'm taking Seth Rollins. I know this is a Matt Riddle type of match here, but I think Seth Rollins possibly could win the U.S. title on Monday on Raw. He hasn't had a title in I don't know how long, but it's been a while. I think he possibly could get a push as U.S. champion. I think Triple H has big plans for Seth Rollins coming up as far as trying to help push him back at the top a little bit because Seth Rollins has been taking a lot of L's this year. He's been putting on a lot of great matches, but I know people have been upset by his losing this year. He's probably had more losses this year, I think, than he's ever had in his career. So I think it's going to be the start of him getting elevated up to the top. And I also think that Daniel Cormier is playing a factor in this somehow. I definitely think he's going to do something with Brock Lesnar at Crown Jewel. So I'm betting that Brock Lesnar probably may show up tonight after Extreme Rules, after this match. And confronts Daniel Cormier. If you're not a UFC fan, they were supposed to fight in the UFC a couple years ago. They never I think Brock, not say he'll play a factor in this match, but I think probably I think he does something with Daniel Cormier for Crown Jewel in the future, whether he shows up tonight or maybe on Raw or something. I don't know, but I'm going to take Seth Rollins. I know this is Matt Riddle's type of match, but I don't really see this feud getting stretched out anymore. Honestly, I think Seth will win this match. He moves on to feud with Bobby Lashley after this. Probably wins the U.S. title on Monday, and I think Matt Riddle probably goes back to feuding like Judgment Day or something after this.
I have to 100% agree with Malik. I got Seth Rollins all the way. I like Riddle. He's like a top guy. Well, he's a future top guy, I should say, excuse me. But I feel like this is Seth Rollins' match to win. Like I agree. Like he's 100% gonna win the U.S. title off Bobby, and he deserves a push. Like Seth Rollins lately, as of late, has been like, because everybody knows Seth Rollins is a top tier guy, but like as of late, he just hasn't been as good as everybody knows he can be. If that makes sense. So it's like I feel like the fans want Rollins to win. Like I feel like everybody wants Rollins to win, and I know some people are saying, "Oh, this is Rollins' match to win" because the background for Riddle. But I feel like if they want to push Rollins, they need to give him this win. So so that's this way when he goes into his championship match on Monday, excuse me, that he goes in on the high note, And I've definitely like Riddle and Rollins had some good moments. The promos have been fire. The match they had at what was the last pay-per-view they had? I can't remember the name right now. Clash of the Castle, yes. I was thinking Crown Jewel for some reason. But that match was very, very well put. So I definitely think this match is gonna be brutal. I think it's gonna be hellacious. Definitely think Daniel's gonna have some part to play, but at the end of the day, I see Rollins walking out with the dub. So, and like what Malik said too, like Brock Lesnar and Daniel, I definitely think we'll see that soon in the future. I don't know if we'll see it tonight because to be honest, I kind of feel like either this match or Edge and Balor will be the main event. So, whatever that is, like, because if this is the main event, that would be a perfect time for like if Brock comes out like off air or something like that. I mean, on air in the last few minutes, like he did at SummerSlam a few 2 years ago. So, maybe something like that. But I got Rollins. I think he needs the win. I think he just needs to put Riddle in his rear view and just move on and then focus on the U.S. Championship and then get the push that everybody knows and wants for him. So yeah.
So before I go and say what I gotta say, I just got a little information that apparently tonight we're gonna get the reveal of one of the White Rabbits.
Interesting.
That's what I figured. I figured.
So with that means we could be getting a faction.
I mean, that's what I predicted. I think it's a group coming with Bray Wyatt, probably the Wyatt Six, and I think we're going to see the individuals in the group be revealed first, and then Bray Wyatt comes back and he shows up. So,
Because the
as
funny
far
thing
as
is, somebody said
individuals,
he's going to come at Survivor Series. So
I think it possibly could be. I think they're going to continue to stretch it out with the codes and everything. I think we'll find out people who are in the group with Bray Wyatt. As far as who they are, I have no idea. But
if you guys didn't see the QR code videos, which you guys should, and sometimes you need to freeze frame them, which Lewis and C-Dub did. The pig from his show, from his puppet show, was in that video.
Yeah,
I saw that too. There.
Is that the character? Is that who we're going to see tonight?
the pig.
Like,
Maybe. I mean, I don't even know who the pig would be, though. Some people think it's going to be Dexter Lumis. Some people, I mean, I've seen all types of crazy different scenarios. I have no clue who these people could be. I mean, I speculate, like, as far as connection wise, but it's like, I really don't know. I have no idea. Some people think it's going to be Bo Dallas. Some people think it'll be Braun Strowman. Some people think it'll be Karrion Kross. Some people will say Alexa Bliss. I've seen people say all types of different people, man. So I'm curious to see who it could be. I definitely think we'll find out the identity of the White Rabbit tonight. I don't think it is Bray Wyatt. I think Bray Wyatt has connections with the White Rabbit, but I don't think the actual White Rabbit is Bray Wyatt.
I feel like too, like there's like multiple different roads they can go with this, you know. Like either way they go is like it's gonna be a big surprising shock for some people. So it's like I've heard many different superstars who could come back or superstars from NXT right now. Or like I saw something like it was like, oh, I don't really believe it, but I saw it like earlier this week. It was something like, oh, like all the like R-Truth or Ali or something like that, which I don't really believe that, but you know, I think it's just up in smoke. Like it can go in any direction, and I feel like everybody's just looking forward to like, what is this White Rabbit thing? Like, who is it gonna be and stuff. So I feel like I feel like we're gonna find out a little bit. I feel like after we find out the first piece tonight, and I think people will start putting it together, and like we'll definitely get to a 100% answer sooner or later, you know. So I'm definitely excited to see what it is. I'm curious. Axel, I don't know if you saw the last night on SmackDown. There's like somebody in a rabbit costume walking through the crowd.
I posted it. They yeah.
Oh yeah. So
yeah, I was only a couple chairs away from him. I kind of wish at that point I had the seats at the end.
But I ain't gonna hold that thing was low key sketchy too. At first I thought it was some fan. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this.
I don't know if you saw it when you was watching Malik, but that like being there, shit was weird, bro.
He was sitting in the crowd. They put him on camera like towards the end.
Oh yeah, he sat behind the commentary table.
Yeah.
But
I definitely think it's interesting. I like this, like what they're doing with the White Rabbit. So definitely looking forward to seeing what this becomes.
But yeah, at first, to get back to that, I was gonna go with Riddle, but like you guys said, Seth deserves that push. So I hate to see it, I really do. But Riddle gets too old. Seth moves on. I can definitely see him doing something. I can see Riddle doing something with the Judgment Day because I mean they kind of already doing like they already had the match. We were at SmackDown. They had the dark match with him and Damian Priest. Yeah. So I mean, it's there. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Seth too.
And I feel like it's not gonna really hurt Riddle that bad.
No, it's not.
So I feel like he'll be fine if he loses against Rollins because I feel like Rollins needs this 100%. So
yeah, and now, honestly, I feel like this is about to be. If it's a male that's gonna be the White Rabbit or whatever, I just feel like this is gonna be the match. Karrion Kross versus Drew McIntyre. I just feel like it, bro.
They said main event.
I mean, that's the other thing. It would have to be the main event for it to.
I mean, Karrion Kross was for people who don't watch independent wrestling, but when he was Killer Kross before he was Karrion Kross, when he was in Lucha Underground and Impact, he was known as the White Rabbit. So I mean, it connects to him. It makes sense. It
The,
goes there.
the first video, the QR code, the white rabbit jumped on top of the spinning hourglass.
Yeah.
TikTok, like so I just feel like it. But who do you have? Like, who do you think's taking the dub, bro?
I got Karrion Kross winning. I don't see him losing his first big pay-per-view match since he's been back in WWE. I think. I mean, if you've watched NXT, you saw how Triple H pushed Karrion Kross. He's a fucking monster in NXT. So he's gonna. I think Karrion Kross is definitely gonna be a future world champion. Slowly try to build him back up at the top to be one of the top stars in the company, one of the top heels. It sucks for Drew McIntyre though, man. I do like Drew McIntyre a lot, man. I feel like he's in a position though where Seth Rollins, he just put people over to help make other stars right now. I still think Drew McIntyre deserves to be world champion at least once in front of the fans, get a proper push that he never got to get. It just sucks because Roman Reigns is having fucking godly run of a lifetime right now, and then now he got to do the stuff with Karrion Kross, who maybe in the potential future could possibly be the one to beat Roman. You know what I mean? So it's like he's in a tough spot right now. But I definitely think Drew will get his in the end. I think he'll be world champion again sometime in the future. I think it all will pay off for him at some point. He's just kind of got to go through it right now. But I think Karrion wins, man. I just can't see. Maybe the White Rabbit interferes. Like I said, maybe the White Rabbit interferes in this match and helps Karrion win, or something happens, or something goes down. I just think Karrion losing his first big match back in the WWE, and his first legit feud he's had. I don't think that makes sense.
First, I just want to say this match is going to be freaking hellacious. Like, I already can tell it's gonna be like hard hitting. I can tell it's gonna be crazy. But like Malik said, I don't see Karrion Kross losing his big first match. And I like McIntyre, and I just I don't want to see McIntyre lose, but at the end of the day, like Karrion Kross, like he's gonna get pushed to be a future world champion soon. And I just think that like if he starts off on a bad note, like he loses, then whatever they have planned is just gonna slowly go downhill. So I definitely think starting on a high note and just like putting on beating McIntyre, former two-time champion McIntyre, who's beat like God knows how many men. It's like I feel like this is gonna be the match to really for people to really go like, okay, this guy is like, for those who don't really know him, for people to go like, oh, this guy is legit. So I definitely think I'm going with Kross. I definitely think it's gonna be a hell of a match. I think both guys are gonna put up a hell of a fight. It's gonna be physical. It's gonna be brutal. I don't know if I see this as the main event. So if they had it as the main event, I wouldn't be upset. I just feel like for the main event, they'll save it to probably like Rollins or Riddle or Edge and Balor. But I definitely see this match like possibly being match of the night, just because of like the brutality that's gonna come with it. So I see Kross winning. Maybe Scarlett does something to help him out. Maybe something with the White Rabbit. I could definitely see some type of interference happening that helps Kross get the win. But I can also definitely see him winning clean as well. So I got Karrion Kross.
I got Karrion Kross. White Rabbit, no White Rabbit, the Green Rabbit, Jack Rabbit. There's no way he's losing this match. I'm not really the biggest fan of Drew McIntyre. He's all right, but it does suck for him that he gotta, because like you guys said, he's in the same boat as Seth. He's just putting people over. Should be a champion, but something has to happen because again, Drew is that big baby face. They're not just gonna. I don't see Karrion just destroying him. I mean, it is that strap match, so I mean, so much distance apart. So yeah, that's why I see Karrion winning because I think on SmackDown, Drew connected with the Claymore when they were still on the strap. I'm not sure. But I know them being that close and Karrion with his submission, it's not really that. So, but like I said, this is the only match I really see that the White Rabbit can come out of. Who it could be? Who it could be? I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you see McIntyre like passing out or getting pinned if he does lose?
Oh no, he's getting passed out. Carrying put TikTok. Carrying put him night time. Night.
I assume he'll probably pass out. I mean, he could probably get pinned, honestly.
Night like a little baby. But somebody just put in the comments. I guess the rumor going around is Rollins versus Riddle is the main event. Brock time.
I want to be mad if Rollins and Riddle is the main event.
Is it time for the troll again? Brock Lesnar come back? Let's go.
For like the billionth time already.
I mean, I said Brock is going to be involved with the Daniel Cormier stuff, so I kind of expect him to show up. So
it might happen. We're just gonna have to.
I just know if Brock comes back, I want him nowhere near Roman Reigns right now. Nowhere near Roman.
No, I think that feud's done with. If I had to guess,
they better keep it that way. After that match they had at SummerSlam, it better be over with. Like shit.
Now Brock got to like fly a plane into the ring and like crash it, and then Roman's still gonna count out of two. You know? Y'all thought Cena was bad? Oh man.
Nah, knowing Brock, he'd probably do some weird shit on dogs.
But before we go, any last thoughts?
Well, I'm not gonna lie.
Is this gonna be the White Rabbit? Like imagine this is all a fucking ploy, and it was just like,
I swear, if they actually bring out a white rabbit,
we ain't got shit. We ain't got shit. Like, here's a rabbit. Matter of fact, we watch Narcolepsy Boys videos. Adam Rose, get out of it. Come on out here, man.
Like Bunny. No, the White Rabbit. I'm just not sure who it is. Honestly, I think we find out who the White Rabbit is tonight. The identity of the White Rabbit. So I don't expect it to be Bray Wyatt. I don't think Bray Wyatt is the White Rabbit. I think Bray Wyatt is like the puppet master. He has connections with the White Rabbit as far as who it is. And he's sending the White Rabbit to WWE to cause destruction and chaos. But I don't think the White Rabbit's identity is Bray Wyatt. I don't know, man. It could be Karrion Kross. Maybe it's Joe Gacy. Maybe it's Alexa Bliss. Maybe it's Eric Rowan. Maybe it's Braun Strowman, Dexter Lumis. I have no idea. I honestly don't know. I have no idea who it is, who the White Rabbit is. So I like the Charlotte Flair thing though. I kind of really hope that it is her. Honestly, I kind of fuck with that.
That's interesting.
I mean, it's something new to her character that we have never seen a different character of her. She's always been the queen since she's been in the main roster. So if she's the White Rabbit, that would be sick. But yeah, I don't know who it is though, man. I have no guess. I mean, the people that I named, I think it could possibly be one of those people. I just don't know who. I know those people. I really don't, man. So WWE's kept a really good job at keeping this kind of hush hush and keeping it on the down low. So
here goes Jason. He made it just in time.
He said, "Mr. Kennedy."
All right, now.
Said Michael Hickenbottom, bro.
I cannot.
Yeah, I have no idea who it is though. I honestly don't. I think it's one of the people that I named, but I just don't know who. It could be anybody, honestly. I like how WWE's kept this really hush hush. No, I haven't seen any leaks, any spoilers about it being
Nothing.
out. I don't think anybody knows. I think they
kept it on wraps pretty good.
Yeah. It's just let's see how long it goes. Like, does it go till Survivor Series? Does it go?
Shit. They have all the fans wondering if it went that long. Like,
that's still cool though. I said it on the other podcast I was a part of. Like, for me, it's just the whole interacting thing, bro. Like how Triple H, like I went back and watched it. Like, bro, the fact that Triple H had the mic and it was just regular, and then he put it down, flipped it, and then it was the fucking QR code. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, that's slick, bro. And then, like you said, bro, when we were there live, like we saw the White Rabbit the whole time, like from start to finish, and it's like
that shit was weird.
Like, I'm over here hoping we get the red lights and the White Rabbit song. Now we got a White Rabbit. I'm like, what?
Oh, they didn't play the White Rabbit song yesterday?
Nah, because I feel like that's why they had that White Rabbit there. I felt like that was the thing. It makes sense though, because if tonight's the night to debut the White Rabbit, you got to get a little more. Like the song was, the song. Now here's a little sneak preview. Deadass got a White Rabbit walking around.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Nah, sus. I won't cap. I ain't gonna hold.
And now tonight, Who could it be? I don't know.
Definitely. Like I'm just up in the air. Like this could go either way for me. Like I said earlier, there's like multiple different directions they could take this. And as far as like who, I don't know, because like I remember last night when they were showing the little White Rabbit skit, and it was
Mhm.
like the purple X. As soon as I saw the purple X, I immediately thought of Finn Balor because it kind of looks like Finn Balor's logo. And like I saw online today, we're like, oh, it is Finn Balor. Finn Balor has some ties to it, and that's why it's gonna like something or somebody's gonna interrupt his match or something like that. Which I don't know if it really is Finn Balor, but I just feel like this can go either way, you know. So because the fans are definitely very curious. I'm definitely curious. So it's like you said, I agree.
Will the show start and then White Rabbit right in the middle of the ring?
That maybe shit. I mean, I think it's definitely gonna be like maybe it's gonna be like one of the matches, and like somebody in a White Rabbit costume is gonna go out, interfere, take the mask off, and bam! Oh my god, you know.
Oh my god, it's
So-
Omos. Let me stop.
Omos, nah, Omos would have made a freaking huge.
I knew that
ass
bunny was a
costume.
little too tall. Like, oh my god.
But I'm interested to see where this goes. Like,
Me too.
I have people I'm thinking of, but it's like, to be honest, like if it's somebody I'm thinking of, it's somebody Malik's thinking of, I don't know. I'm just interested to see this. I want to see it already. I just want to, like, no more previews, no more QR codes. I just want to see it. You know, let's get to it. You know, so.
Well, we only got a few couple whatever. Somewhat hours, a little bit left, and I'm ready. I'm excited. So that's all I gotta say.
What's the message you guys are mainly looking forward to tonight?
Without all the White Rabbit business, I'm honestly looking forward to Bianca versus Bailey. They killed it in the Hell in a Cell. We got a little preview of what they could do with the ladder, because we did see the KOD on the ladder. So I mean, and Bailey and Bianca's chemistry is just like ridiculous. So yeah, it's got to be that match.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what happens though, man. I want to, I think once we see what the card looks like as far as the first to last match, I think people will start to speculate a bit more. But right now, we don't even know what the main event is right now. So,
no, just rumors.
I think it's gonna be a pretty good pay-per-view.
Oh no, it's gonna be with this whole White Rabbit stuff. It's gonna be,
and like I think every match is like extreme rules. Well,
every match has a stipulation.
And when was the last time we saw?
Got the ladder match. I quit. Got the fight pit. Extreme rules. Strap match. And then what do they call it? The
Donnybrook match.
The Donnybrook match. So it's gonna be a bunch of freaking shillelaghs everywhere. Like,
to be honest, like, and when was the last time we saw like an Extreme Rules pay-per-view where just every match on the card is gonna be like absolutely brutal?
I think somebody said it in the chat. It was either 2015 or 2016.
I think it was 2012.
Oh, 2012?
Yeah, I think it was 10 years ago.
God damn.
I definitely think the card tonight, I think it's stacked. Like, I think every match
is stacked. It's stacked.
So, let me see.
We got two good women matches, and then the singles
matches.
You
notice. I'm gonna see if y'all notice. Do y'all notice one unique thing about this card? Let me see if y'all notice it before I say it.
I'm gonna say what I was gonna say because maybe that's it. That the only titles being defended are women's titles.
Yeah, all the title matches are women's title matches.
It's just the women world titles. So like they technically holding the weight, and that's why I'm loving what Triple H is doing, bro. The women have had such a bigger spotlight. It's ridiculous.
I love it.
And this right here proves it, bro.
Oh shit! Not even Extreme Rules 2012. No, never mind. They had regular matches on Extreme Rules 2012. Might have been 2011.
2011. Okay. All right.
What is
that?
Let me see. Extreme Rules 2011. The last man standing match. Randy Orton, CM Punk tables match. Kofi Kingston and Sheamus. A country whipping match.
Anything to make a match sound extreme, bro. Like
Michelle McCool and Jack Swagger defeated Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross. Oh, Michael Cole. Michael Cole and Jack Swagger defeated Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross. Falls Count Anywhere match. Rey Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes. No DQ match. Layla versus Michelle McCool. Ladder match. Christian versus Del Rio. Lumberjack match. Kane and Big Show versus the Core, and triple threat cage match. Cena, Miz, and Morrison. So I think 2011 was the last time. This is 11 years ago.
That is crazy. It's kind of hard to believe. Like every
That's
match
crazy.
is gonna be extreme. Like, oh my god, I loved it.
Oh, that's crazy. So let me see.
Triple H is delivering.
Let me just double check just to make sure no other. Yep, singles match. So 2015 had a regular match on there, and you said 2016. 2016, yeah, singles match for the U.S. title. Yeah, it's crazy. 2011 was the last time. That's
20 fucking 11, bro. 2011.
Let me see. 2011. 2011 was like 14 at the time. That's crazy.
I was 10.
I was like 14.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Nah, man, that's
Triple H is definitely delivering. He's giving the fans what they want. So,
But speaking of that, I'm gonna go get ready for that because Extreme Rules, like I said, there's a couple hours left. Gotta get my food. Gotta get ready. Gotta get prepared. I'm hyped. Do you guys feel that this has the potential to be a 5 out of 5?
yes, I agree. Like, I feel like if they do, I feel like all the matches are going to deliver. I feel like, if they play everybody's story right, I feel like this has the potential to be like it's 5 out of 5. If definitely going to be up there. So yes, I agree. 5 out of 5.
I think this will be one of the best pay-per-views of the year. WrestleMania, I think, was a great show. I think Clash of the Castle was also another great show. I think this is going to be up there. I think this will be one of the best shows of the year. If not, maybe the best show they had so far this year. I mean, everything on the card looks great. All these matches have. And if you notice too, one thing when you think about these pay-per-view cards is that they're shorter. Ever since Triple H has been in charge, there's only been like 6 matches on each pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Every match gets time. Every match has a story. And I think we're going to start seeing more of that.
Doesn't feel rushed.
I think we're going to start seeing more of that in the future as well. But I think this will honestly be one of the best shows of the year. You got the whole White Rabbit stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Many scenarios that could happen with unpredictability and everything.
It's crazy.
I'm excited.
But I appreciate both of y'all coming out talking about this. Like I said, it's going to be a good pay-per-view. Y'all want to just tell everybody where they can follow you on TikTok and all that before we go? Starting with Malik. Well, they already know where to follow you, but go ahead, bro. If you want to shout anything else out.
Narcolepsy Boy 94, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, all social media platforms. Make sure you guys give a follow, man. Appreciate you for having me on, brother.
Of course, always, bro.
Me, Molly Semedo, MauliSemedo for all social media, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Also got a YouTube channel, so all social media, Facebook, everything. Just Molly Semedo. And I appreciate the both of you guys for having me. It's been absolutely awesome. My literally 2 favorite TikTokers. I literally watch you guys every single day. So it's like, and I love your guys' videos going back and forth, like with the whole Twitter Solo Sokoa thing. That's so, but it's been an absolute honor to be here with the 2 of you. So I definitely appreciate it. It was great. Actually, we had a great time last night, and it was just so.
More to come. And before we go, last thing I gotta say is I am the White Rabbit.
Oh my God, I knew it.
That is that.